It's Wednesday, the 28th of March, 2018, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. I had to think about the year there for a while. There's no safety energy lock 28, so we're going to talk about the ones. So there are 3 ones in the numbering sequence in Jinshin Jitsu because it only goes up to 26. Number 1, which 2 and 8 is a 1, right? Number 1 is the prime mover. It means it is the inspirer, it's the one that gets us going. Number 2 means air, the outpouring of limitless life power. So that's where my understanding is, that's sort of where your energy stash is located, all right? And your connection to that limitless life power, which is in safety energy lock number 10. And safety energy lock number 19, which means authority and leadership. So 1 inspires, initiates, gets it going, and is complete. It is the whole. 10 is the connection to the breath air, which is this limitless outpour, this outpouring of limitless life power. In other words, I have access to all the energy in the universe, and I can take ownership of that. And 19 is authority and leadership. I take responsibility and I take authority for my life. So 1 is an air number. It is outgoing, it's extroverted, it's chatty, it's about connecting, it's about inspiring. It can also be very self-centered, right? It's an analytical number, and it's about, here I am. Ta-da, boom, baby. I am the one, all right? And when you are integrated, well integrated, then that I am the one and I deserve to be here, it does not come from a position of excess ego, but when you are coming from a position of insecurity, then you may have to put on these personas of, look how amazing I am, and oh my God, I'm just so amazing, and actually, why is everyone not supporting me, and why is everyone not just like worshipping at my shrine, and why is everyone being so mean, and why don't they want to be kinder to me, okay? Because we then start potentially feeling entitled, and then we become more narcissistic. So 1s are not narcissists. People with 1s in their life maps are not narcissists. It's just that, as with everything, you have polarity. So 1 can be extremely confident. I'm here. I'm an intrinsic thread in the tapestry of life. I deserve to be here, and I am actually worthy of being loved. Or I'm so awful, I'm so terrible, I'm a complete waste of skin, I've done the most awful things in my life, I'm not worth living, it's not worth living, everybody hates me. I can totally understand why, because actually I'm a terrible person. That's the other side. So we want to go for the more balanced side. You know what? I'm a person, I've got flaws, I've got awesome, and I've got arsehole, remember? And I can integrate both of those, and I am worthy of being loved. So that's the energy that we can resonate with today in terms of the 1. 1 is an air number. 3 is a fire number. The air and the fire can actually stimulate one another. 1s, as I said, are inspiring. 3s are the creatives. They are the strategists. They are the goal setters. They are the ones who say, come, let's get going. So you may feel very driven today. You may feel driven to get things done. You may feel driven to try and inspire people. You might feel very frustrated if you think that things aren't going your way or they're not going fast enough. Please be aware of that and just take a deep breath, okay? The 2 from 2018 is about connecting us to our emotions, and by bringing some of that excess air and fire energy down into an area where it can be better modulated and better, managed, all right? And it's bringing the feeling aspect into it, the feeling of your feelings and the feelings of others, so that you don't become overwhelmingly narcissistic. You take the feelings of other people into account, right? If they don't want to do what you want to do, well, then maybe you just go and do it on your own, and you let them do and be the way they need to be. The hero of today is the 6. 6 is about balance. 6 is about balance. I mean, I know 6 is about balance. I just wasn't sure it was a 6. 6 is about balance and about harmony and beauty. So 6 is discriminatory. It can decide, it can finally, in a refined way, it can connect to what you need in your life in order for you to feel harmonious. And it also helps you to connect to the beauty that is inside you, because very often we are highly critical. We focus on the negative. We don't focus on the parts that are beautiful, or we don't see the beauty in the ugly. And we can appreciate that without the ugly, the beauty would not exist. The villain today is the 7. And we have a 7 in the villain position. We are frightened of losing face. We don't want to put ourselves out there. We don't want to say, here I am. I have a great idea. What about if we did this? Because What if I end up looking stupid? Or what if they trash my idea? Or what if they don't value my idea? So 7 in the villain position, basically we hide our light. We don't want to be recognized. We don't want to put ourselves out there, and we don't want to do that because we are frightened, not so much of being rejected, but largely about being embarrassed and about losing face. So we don't stand up for ourselves, for example. So we don't back ourselves. Whereas when the 1 is working in its full potential and power, it always backs itself, all right? Even if we're scared, even if we don't think we have the resources, we back ourselves because we know that we matter. It's more than self-confidence, it's self-worth. Worth is knowing and appreciating that you matter and that your opinion is valid. And so is your idea. It might not be the one that is implemented, but you are able to actually, you have a right to exercise your voice. So that you can be heard and you can be valued. And you do intrinsically have value. You don't have to be valued externally. If we can truly connect to the energy of this 1, then we stop placing such emphasis on being validated externally. So, if they say I'm a good girl, then I must be good. If they accept my idea, then I must be good. No, actually, if they accept your idea, it's because they like your idea. It doesn't change your value whether it is accepted or not accepted. And that is the energy that we can deeply connect to. And the 6 helps us to find the beauty within ourselves as well as in others. And particularly in the ugly, it's easy to find beauty where it's beautiful. If there's a field of poppies and a sunny day and the bees are buzzing and the birds are chirping and it's amazing, no one's going to look and say, oh, that's really ugly. But it's trying to find the beauty in the ugly. That is, or what we perceive as being ugly. That is the trick. And that is what we can connect to today. So that villain is going to keep us back. It's going to hold us back. It's going to make us frightened of embarrassing ourselves. And it's going to possibly allow us to let opportunities pass us by. If we know that that's the case, and if we find ourselves feeling scared, then we can choose to be quiet. That's okay. But we can also choose to overcome our fears and appreciate and validate ourselves. So safety energy lock number 1 is located on the thumb. So is safety energy lock number 19. So you can hold your thumb. It harmonizes your stomach and spleen organ function energy, as well as harmonizing the attitude of worry and anxiety. Safety energy lock number 10 is located on the index finger. So safety energy lock number 10, if you want to hold that one, that's the air. Remember, that's the connection to air, and it's the outpouring of limitless life power. Holding your index finger helps to harmonize your bladder and kidney organ function energy, and it helps to harmonize deep-seated fear. If you're not sure which finger to hold and you think you need to hold all of them, then my suggestion would be is to hold your little finger, actually, because that's the one that always wants to try too hard. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.